Hello. As you can see, I've already cut like a centerpiece out on the base here. Um, Already kind of started breaking down some stuff around here as well. Started taking down some of the walls and just this giant rock drake breeding pen that I had. Already started breaking that down a little bit. And I'm going to break all this down as well. This was a nice little compound to live in, if you ask me, but the way I've built it is definitely not fit for official because I've built it like with structures clipping into other structures, as you can see. These ceiling pieces are like clipping into other ones and things like that. So, we're gonna break all that down. I, I was thinking about leaving the greenhouse, but I'm probably not gonna leave the greenhouse. I'm probably, or maybe I will. I don't know. I'm considering leaving the greenhouse where it is. Uh, I'll figure it out in the end. But getting started on the build, you already know what it's going to look like if you've seen the other videos. Yeah, I thought I was going to stream this, but I'm like, I've already shown me building this in other videos. I don't need to stream it. So, yeah, we'll come back with some progress in a bit. Boom. We have cleared the space and now we can begin our building. I pretty much had to chop this little compound in half. And now you can just see everything on the inside. Well, not everything because I had to move a lot of stuff out of the way. But yeah, getting started. Well, progress update. I am almost done with the foundations of the base. As you can see, I'm doing all metal this time for the base, and I decided that I could spare the expense since we just looted that huge like loot haul from that one cave base that was abandoned. So I decided, I've got the extra metal. I can go ahead and do a metal base this time. It doesn't have to be stone. The reason I'm doing that is because the area that I am based at here on the island, alphas do spawn around here a little bit. I mean, since I've built this massive, or since I've cut off this massive area for like my base area here on the island, I haven't seen many things spawn since I've walled off and gated off like all this space. Nothing spawned here, of course, but like I'm thinking about once I build this tower up, I'm gonna take away all that other stuff because I do want the like forest and vegetation and like the animal spawns to come back. So I want that stuff to come back because like I'm not gonna need all that space anymore because I'm gonna keep everything contained in this one spot. So I'm gonna allow everything that was around outside to come back. And in this area, there were like alphas that spawn, and then also this is a spawn area for large herbivores. On our server, we have brackies. The Brachiosaurus I thought was going to be a creature that was going to come to official eventually, which I think it still is, but they haven't brought it to official yet. But we do have Brachiosauruses here on this server, and they can destroy stone structures. They are very, very like hard-hitting creatures. So I decided, this was a bit of a dangerous area before I claimed the area. So I'm going to build out of metal so that way when everything starts spawning back and coming back in, I won't have to worry about the dangers outside because, they won't be able to break the metal base. So yeah, we're doing that. And I was crafting everything I needed in this tech replicator here. And we have lots of stuff in here. So that's everything we're going to need right there. As you can see, we still got a ton of metal. Still have like 411,000 metal. So yeah, I was just like, man, I have so much metal now, I can definitely spare the expense. So this is what we're doing. Oh, I gotta make large metal walls. I just realized. But I moved the tribe tower to over there, and then I just realized I'm gonna have to move it again because if I'm gonna remove like all of those walls and the gates and things, that area is no longer gonna be like a protected space. So there's gonna be creatures spawning around, and I don't want anything to be like attacking my tribe tower. So I'm gonna move that maybe back to over here, like closer to the base, and hopefully, it'll be safe out here. But anyway, gonna make my large walls. I don't really know how many I need, but let's see. Middle large wall, yeah. I think I might make like thinking I'll make like 400 of these. Yeah, that should be good. I think we'll be alright with that. And Tech Replicator crafts everything extremely fast, so this stuff takes absolutely no time in the replicator. Anyway, gonna get back to it. Okay. It's time for an update. I will show you where I am currently and what I've done. So I worked on this all day yesterday, and I didn't record anything because it was Sunday and my children were home from school and things like that. So it's kind of hard to record when the children are here because they're very noisy. So I didn't record, but I did work very hard on this. Check it out. So here's the tower. I've made it very tall this time. Yeah, we're all the way up here. As you can see, I've got tech teleporters in here. I was setting it up in the way that I did before on Unofficial, like how I had like a ramp going up to the next floor level. But then I decided, like, you know what? I don't want a ramp taking up space in the base, because a ramp would take up like at least like two sides of the base. So I decided, like, let me get rid of this ramp and just put something. I was thinking like maybe I'll do a ladder, but then I was like, nah, because if I need to transfer, like if I need to move creatures between the different floor levels in the tower, like I wouldn't be able to do it with a ladder. If they were carrying like an inventory, like if I had a Karcha that was like just on a meat run, and I gotta bring all that to a different floor, like how am I gonna do that? So I was like, you know what, maybe I should do an elevator. But then I was like, elevators are elevators are cool in this game, but elevators are just extremely slow. They move super slow, and I don't really like it. So I don't like the fact that they move so slow. So I didn't want to build an elevator either. So then I was like, okay, well, what else do I have? And then I remembered, well, we do have access to tech. We can do teleporters. So I had to build some teleporters or craft some teleporters, and I had to make a lot of polymer. So I had to break down a lot of things in my grinder, which I was going to break down a lot of stuff anyway because a lot of these things that I have on the island are things I was using before I decided to do like a playthrough with more official settings. So a lot of my weapons and armor are like way over the limits of what official would be. So I decided I'll just break all that down to get polymer that I need. So I was doing that and collected a lot of polymer. and built the teleporters. Now the way I have it set up is this tower has about 4 floors, I think, which is why it's so tall. Um, we never built it this high on the island, on the official server on the island, because we only had like 2 floors on that one. But this one's like double that, so there's 4 floors in here. And then also I'm gonna build one more level on top of this because that's gonna be my greenhouse. So greenhouse is gonna be at the very top, and everything else is gonna be right below it. Greenhouse is gonna be at the very top because it needs sunlight. So we're gonna have all that up there. And I'm just gonna show you how we're maneuvering around the base. So, oh, I moved in some of my tech dedicated storage boxes right there. That's not all of them because we still have some more down at the bottom of the old base that I just broke down. So I gotta go down there and grab those. But I'm gonna show you how we're using the teleporter. So this is level 3, which is why this one's named L3. Now we have our ground level, level 1, level 2. So starting at the ground level, see, that's why I love the teleporter. It's instant. You don't have to wait like 5 minutes like an elevator. So here we are on the ground. This is where we'll obviously be coming and going from the base. You know, that's one entrance. I'm definitely gonna move that trap tower. And then the other entrance is on this side, obviously. Okay, so, and I've decided to leave the ground level completely empty, except for the teleporter, obviously. But I've decided to leave this completely empty because I'm going to use this as a replacement for this taming pin that I have right here. So, this giant stone taming pin that I have here, where I would tame things whenever I wanted to tame something. I'm going to remove all this. I'm going to remove all of the stone walls, all of the behemoth gates that I have around here, so that the wilds can come back and the crops and trees and things like that grow back. So this bottom level is going to be a taming level for something if I need to lure something in to tame it. So it's a behemoth gate. So anything could fit through here. And then once we get it in here, we'll just close the gate, and then boom, we have it trapped, and we'll be able to tame it in here if it's a troublesome tame, and we just have to trap it. This is what we'll do. And then once that's done, we'll move it up to another level wherever we're keeping our cryos, blah blah blah. But this is ground level, and we have level 1. Now, nothing is here on level 1 as well because this is going to be a breeding area, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be like a breeding area. So I'm going to breed creatures here. Lots of space for that. And from here, as you can see above my Rhinio's head, the creatures will still be locked in by the dino leash and will still have access to the feeding trough. The great thing is, the feeding trough or the dino leash aren't even on this floor, but it still works throughout the tower, so that's awesome. It doesn't reach ground level, but it does reach level 1, level 2, and level 3, which is going to be the main priority because that's where I'm going to keep all of my things. So level 2 is the same way. Now level 2 is where we have the leash and the trough. The leash and the trough reach both like 1 level above and 1 level below. So it reaches up to level 3 and it reaches down to level 1. And that's why we've got it on level 2 because it's perfect here. So this will also be another breeding area, I think. Um, Depending on what I'm breeding and how much breeding I'm doing, I thought I probably need 2 floors for breeding. Um, yeah, so if we want to do like mass breeding for mutations, we have the space to do so. And then we have level 3, which is the level we were just on. This is where our generator is going to be powering everything in the base. And yes, it does reach all the way down to the floor, as you can see. And it even goes up pretty high. So it goes all the way up there and all the way down to the floor level. So tech generator has a massive range. That's the area it's covering. Tower is only about halfway of its like potential height. So we could make the tower like all the way up there and it'd still be powered. So that's what's been going on. And now I'm just moving my resources in since I've like completed or nearly completed the build. I'm going to move all my resources in right here, and then I'm going to start doing the greenhouse right above this. And that's going to be it. And we'll be, moving everything else in and starting to take down all of the border like walls that we've put up. So that is the goal. This is what we're doing. Alright, so I think for the rest of this playthrough that I'm doing of Ark Survival Ascended, we're just going to go ahead and go with the fact that I've already completed the island, since I am using tech stuff, obviously. But I did already, like, beat these island bosses before, way before I decided to start recording videos, so, or making this like a playthrough. So, I mean, I'm still just gonna, I wasn't gonna come back to the island if I didn't have to. I was gonna just try and do a brand new, fresh playthrough, like, from the start, and like I was gonna redo the island bosses, and like, I mean, I spent like a year on this server mutating creatures, preparing an army for the boss battles, but I mean, we've had to move back here now, so it's like we might as well just stick with the fact that we've been here, we've already done all the things here. I was like, why is that 1400? We've already done all the things here, and now we're just working towards completing the other bosses on the other maps. So I'm just going to make use of the things that I've already earned here before I was making videos about this, or making a playthrough on this, and we'll just pretend that somewhere in the videos we've already defeated Broodmother, Dragon, and Megapithecus. And we'll just go from there. So the island is just not going to be a part of this playthrough because it's already been completed, except for the Overseer. I haven't done the Overseer by myself. I've done everything else by myself, but not the Overseer. Overseer, I joined some other people who were doing it just to get involved because I thought it'd be fun. And it was very fun. But I want to do it by myself because I've done all the other bosses by myself. So we gotta do that one as well. I don't like this. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna make me some basic tech leggings because all this like slow walking back and forth is just, this is the worst. We've got cementing paste up there and Acatina paste right below it. We have way more Acatina paste because, I mean, this is like, we've been collecting the snail paste like all year. So I mean, I had tons of snails before I moved off the island. So yeah, got a lot of that. And oh, crystal! I need to place the crystal somewhere. I don't know where I'm. Well, maybe over here. Anyway, I'm like, dang man, all this slow walking is just ridiculous. I'm thinking I'm gonna make me some tech leggings and use those to like quickly move around. I guess we'll just put the crystal here. But honestly, my favorite armor is the hazard suit, and I love the hazard suit because it is just amazing. Um, the hazard suit like protects you from so many different things. I love it. I love it, bro. Even with the freaking super sprint from the tech leggings, like we're still like barely running with all this stuff on us. It's crazy. I thought for sure that was gonna work. At least we're moving faster than we were, I guess. But I was expecting that to be a lot quicker. But I'll show what it's supposed to be like. So you're supposed to be able to, run like that. It's like super speed. But I guess when you're like black boxed in your inventory, you really can't do that. But it helps anyway, even to just be able to sprint a little bit. Check this out, guys. I don't know why, but I just thought this was a little funny. It looks like my character is like, um, what do you call it? Like I have prosthetic legs, but like I'm wearing a hazard suit to protect my upper half of my body. It just looks funny, the tech leggings with the hazard suit. I don't know why, but I just looked at this and I'm like, bro, it looks like I'm wearing like bionic legs on like a normal, like I'm like a half man with bionic legs. And I'm only wearing the hazard boots so I don't track whatever hazardous material on my feet. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Anyway, progress update. Here it is. Set the forge, Mega Lab, Tech Rip. That grinder's probably not going to stay there. I got a bunch of stuff on me still. I'm moving so much stuff from down below to up here. This is going to be a long process. All right. So I thought it was about time for another update. So here we are. I'm going to fill you in on how it's going. So as you can see, I've brought in the things. I brought in the majority of the stuff from our base that was down below. I've got my tech generator in the floor right here. Replicator going there. I was making some ceiling pieces. This is how we're topping it off as far as the ceiling. Kind of making it round, and then here is going to be another floor. This is going to be where we do our greenhouse. But just going to show how I've pretty much cleaned this entire thing out over here. It's empty except for like a few trophies on the wall. And we still have to clear out the greenhouse. We got a lot of stuff out of here. There were like beehives and refrigerators. Well, there's still lots of refrigerators, and they are filled with a bunch of things. Even though we haven't been on this server or on this map in months. Before I left this server to go play official for 3 months, we had so much stuff in these refrigerators, and since everything stacks to like 1,000 on this server, we basically just had like like all these refrigerators were probably almost full. So we had about like 80,000 of everything in these refrigerators, like berries and everything, berries and crops, and there was even one over here for honey, but I already removed that one, and I took that one up there. Then we have two industrial cookers over here. Got two or three. Oh, yeah, we've got two cookers over here, which we haven't removed yet. Still got a little stuff in them. We got this vault here with some stuff in it. I should probably actually just go ahead and take that with me now. Refrigerator with a bunch of foods. That one's empty. I should probably take the empty ones now, actually. I'll take the empty ones. This one's got a ton of eggs. These are all things that, like, we've been on this server for over a year, so, I mean, we had a bunch of stuff here. I'll pick this up. I don't really need to keep the berries, I don't think. I mean, there really isn't much. But, yeah. Oh, I just totally missed that. That was stupid. Okay. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to show like how I've pretty much cleared everything up. Just haven't like taken down the greenhouse, and that's about it. So that's gonna be the next thing. We're working on that right now. And other than that, yeah, it's still pretty much the same. It's just we're working on the final piece, finishing touches, you know. And we're almost done here, almost ready to move in. It's very nice. You get a real nice view from up here too. Like when we're up here and we're in our greenhouse, we're gonna see so much from up here. Well, not that way because there's like mountain range. That way you can't really see over the trees, but over this way you see so much of the beach and the water. My tribe mate space over there. You know, it's pretty nice. Just a little update for you. All right, almost done with the build here. It's looking pretty good if you ask me. I'm really enjoying the way that this is coming out right now. So here it is, greenhouse. I've got lots of refrigerators set up in here, vaults, two cookers, industrial preserving bins, industrial grills there. I still got to put crop plots in, obviously, which we'll do at some point. We got to put crop plots. We got to put the survivor mates to tend to the crops. I got to put things in the vaults, which this vault is probably going to be fertilizer. This one's going to be like oil, spark powder, fertilizer. Did I already say fertilizer? Okay, fertilizer will probably be in this one. This one will be like oil, spark powder. This one will be like narcotics, sap, and stimulant. All these things to like make, you know, random kibbles and stuff with food ingredients. And I also gotta finish the ceiling. I'm gonna put the trap tower on top of here. I think that'll be fine. And then also still have to put the beehives, the water reservoirs, and then we got some lamps in here that we're gonna put eventually. So we're almost done with this, almost done. It's looking pretty good. I like the way it's looking. It's gonna look even better when it's complete, of course. And this is the final tier of the tower, so this is the last thing we're gonna do. And I just gotta go down real quick and grab. I wanna get a good look at this. This is cool. Whoa. Check us out. I gotta go down real quick and grab. Oh, that looks so good, man. Oh, this is crazy. I love this a lot. This is fire. Now I really look like a freaking bionic person, man. Like I'm blind. Oh, this is crazy, dude. This is awesome. Anyway, children are home, so if you hear the kids in the background, yes, it's a little noisy here. Um, Hopefully, it's not picking up too much of their, uh, their audio. But yeah, man, this is what we're doing right now. Last thing is, I just have to stop right here and pick up the rest of. God, that was so cool. That was so much fun. I gotta stop right here, pick up the rest of this greenhouse that was here. Apparently, we got some stuff in here. We still got food in here, apparently. It's tech trough from our old base build. But I gotta pick up the rest of all this stuff. There's like eggs up there that I gotta collect. Uh, oh shoot, how am I gonna get up there? I can't even get up there now. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, just gonna pick up the rest of this stuff, and the greenhouse should collapse, and everything should come down with it. And yeah, this is it. This is the last little bits. We're picking up this greenhouse. Gonna complete the greenhouse upstairs. We're on top of the tower, and then that's it. We're like done here. So this is probably where I'm gonna like end the video for now. Well, no, no, no. I'm not gonna end it yet. I'm gonna wait until I completely finish it, so that way I can show like the end result and what it looks like in the end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna do one final clip on this, and that'll just be the end and how it's completed, and then we'll start doing. Oh, it's just fertilizer. Where's the eggs? Oh, then we'll start doing. Then we'll end the video. That's what I was gonna say. Look at the weight. It's like a million waiting eggs. It's crazy. All right. I know I said I was gonna uh, end the video once I finish this and like record the clip of the final pieces and what it looks like when it's completed. But I've changed my mind. I decided I'm just gonna end it here, and I'll stream the rest of this build in the morning when I wake up. Because I'm actually pretty tired, and I don't feel like completing this tonight, even though we're like mostly there already. And also, I found this cool chibi in my vault um, down in my old base that I broke apart, which we've now completely taken that down, so that's nice. So finally, everything's just up here. I will say one thing though. Look at the area we have now. Gotta move my tribe tower from over there still. But I will say one thing. I've lost my silica pearls in the move of everything. I don't know what happened. Oh, I left my gate open. It's crazy. Don't matter anyway, but I don't know what happened to my silica pearls, but somewhere in the move, either in the move of me moving everything from Astraeus to back here, or from me moving everything from here to up there, somewhere in the move, I've lost all of my silica pearls. I have no idea what happened to them. I just know I suddenly don't have any. And I didn't realize until earlier today when I actually was putting some away in in a vault. And I put them in a vault because I didn't have very many. I'm like, oh, it's just got like 30 pearls. Let me just throw these in a vault. I don't need to put them in like a tech box because it's not that many. And then it made me realize, like, wait a minute. I used to have like hundreds of thousands of pearls. Where are all my pearls? So, oh no, I don't know what happened to the pearls. Obviously, we lost them in the move somewhere. Um, they would have been in one of these boxes if we had them because um, I had a tech box that was full of pearls. I truly believe I had a tech box that was full of pearls. There were so many pearls. I had hundreds of thousands of pearls. And also, when I looted that cave base in Astraeus, we got like tens of thousands of more pearls from that base too. I remember that was one of the first things I got was silica pearls, and we got tons of them. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to the silica pearls. I just lost them somewhere in the move, somewhere in the motion. They came up missing, and now all we have is three silica pearls. So eventually we'll have to go on a pearl run, which should be fun. I'll get to show off where I get my pearls at. I used to have it marked on the map, but I don't anymore. But I know where it is by heart, so I'll just show that whenever that comes along. Also, this chibi is so cool, man. It's a like Christmas Shinehorn chibi that I found in my vault down there when I was breaking down that old base and moving everything up. I had a vault that was full of consumable slash equipable items, and in that vault, it had all of my chibis. Like, these are all chibis. I've been on this server for over a year, like I've said many times, so I've got many chibis that I've crafted over the time that I've been here, like throughout the different events, blah blah blah. But the last Christmas event, I guess I crafted some Shinehorn chibis, and we got some Gotcha Claws chibis from that too. It's pretty cool. I got a Giga chibi. I totally forgot I had that thing. It's cool, man. So we got a bunch of little chibis here. They're super nice. Rock Drake chibis. These are interesting because I've never seen those. Um, I had some crazy chibis from the last Winter Wonderland. The Seeker. That's freaking awesome. Skeletal Raptor chibi. It's crazy. The Thyla. I've never had a Thyla chibi before. Obviously, I've leveled that one at some point. But yeah, that was new to me when I first got it. I think a Skeletal Stego chibi. Dang. Those are from Halloween. This is from last Halloween. Skeletal Steg, Skeletal Raptor. I wonder what those look like. I'm gonna check them out. Rock Drakes. This is, yeah, stuff from last year's events. It's pretty cool. Totally forgot I had these chibis, but yeah, I was like, oh crap, a Shinehorn. That'll be nice. A nice little source of light to provide. I feel like I had a Karcher one too, but I don't know what happened to it. Probably died and lost it. Like so many others. Just like the anglers. Oh! What? I've got two anglers. Oh my god. When did I get these? I thought I lost a... I only had one angler chibi, and that was when I played on official. Oh, this is a cool sword skin. That was when I played on official, but when I was on official, I died. I think... I don't remember where I died at, but it was somewhere where I couldn't get the chibi back. Maybe it was a water cave? I'm not sure. But, holy crap. We got an angler back. These are excellent light sources. I love this. And of course, we gotta give it the name, the same name we had on official. This is Ang. Ang the Angler. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Alright, cool, man. It's so nice to have a new angler again. Yeah, it's sick. What the f... Yeah, the skeletal steg is broken. Oh no. His head is stuck in his butt. What? Okay, skeletal stag is clearly messed up. Unless he's just been like mutilated for the Halloween event. Skeletal raptor though. That is fire. I didn't even know I had these. It's crazy. Let's try the steg again. Nope. Still broken. Head's in his tail. That's a bit crazy. But man, this is cool. I did not know I had all these chibis. I mean, I knew I had a bunch of chibis. Well, no, I forgot I had chibis because I haven't been on this server in a while. But then I went back into this vault when I was moving everything, and then I saw that I had all these chibis. But I didn't know I had an angler and like the Shinehorns. I forgot about those. Like, there's so many chibis that I got from all these different events from last year. It's insane. Look at these cool things too, like a ghost costume for a dire wolf. I'll never tame a dire wolf, but it's still cool to have. Some of the stuff I just kept just for souvenirs because I thought it was nice. Otter mask skin. This is from last Halloween. Look at all these like bone costumes we got for our creatures, like a raptor bone costume. That's from last Halloween. What else? This is from last Christmas. A Rex ghost costume. You can have a ghost Rex from last Halloween. It's super cool. This is from last Christmas. Look at this. A stego bone costume. A trike bone costume. I had another one that was also super cool. I think it was a Bronto. If I can find it. Another costume, bone costume for Rex. I feel like I had a Bronto. Look at this. Carno bone costume. That's so cool. Oh, here it is. The Bronto bone costume. It's fire. You can have like a skeleton Bronto. Super cool, man. I kept a lot of this stuff just for souvenirs because I thought it was awesome. And you know, it's stuff from events. You don't want to miss out on like having these things from events and then being like, ah, man, I remember I had that one great. You know, I just wanted to make these things during the events because you know, be festive and fun. But yeah, man, we got lots of stuff from the events. Um, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. So glad I found this angler. I was using the shine horn because I thought, well, I don't have an angler anymore. I better just use the shine horn. It's the next best thing. Nope, we got angler again. Yeah. Super cool to have. I'm gonna end the video here, and in the morning when I wake up, I'm just gonna stream the rest of this build so that way I don't have to like cut up any more clips. This video has been in the making for days. I think it's probably been about 4 or 5 days, maybe almost a week. I don't know. I forgot how long ago my last video upload was. It's been days of me working on this. So yeah, this base, even though it's just like a 30-40 minute video, whatever, for whoever's watching, for me this was days in the making. So yeah, this was like almost a week of hard work. And yeah, we're going to finish that off tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video if you're watching, and peace out.